Story time about the time I walked in on him with another girl and literally took a video of it. This had happened freshman year. I'm a senior now, and I'm in a very healthy relationship now. So like I said, this was 3 years ago, and it was this guy's birthday. And for his birthday, he had a bunch of people from his high school right down the road come to his apartment and like pregame with us before we went to another party. Also, my best friend was in town, so she was visiting. And for his birthday, I had got him this chain. Keep this in your mind. So the night rolls around, and we're all at his apartment pregaming, and all of his like high school friends show up. First red flag is that literally nobody said hi. Keep in mind, these people are still in high school. Second red flag is when we were playing like beer pong, I literally had slipped and like fell on my back. And one of the girls was like, blah, 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 get your girl, talking about me. And he did not help me off the ground. Two of his other friends helped me off the ground. And we were like laughing about it, but like, what do you mean, well, get your girl? Like, and he didn't even help me up. The third red flag is that when me and all my friends were like in the living room, him and all these like high school girls were in his room taking shots out of like our alcohol bottles. So we were like, no, absolutely not. And we put our alcohol bottles in the closet. Keep that in mind too. So the pregame's about over, and we walk like a neighborhood over to this like party that this guy was having. And there was like a ton of us, and we're all walking, and I noticed like him and this another girl just like talking like behind everybody. They're like way back, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna think anything of it because it's his high school friends. He probably hasn't seen them in a while, and why would I need to overthink? So we're in this party, and there's like a downstairs and an upstairs, and one of my friends was like, Megan, I just saw go upstairs with this girl, like, you want me to go check on them? Like, that was like 10 minutes ago. And I was like, sure, like, I don't care. And so she like went up there, and she came back down, and she was like, he had his arm around her. And I was like, you know what, like, I don't care. I really don't care. So the night was getting pretty late, and I remember he had like Snapchatted me or something. It was like, hey, like, we're all going back to my apartment. Like, we're just like tired or whatever. And then time rolls around, and it's like actually time to like go, you know? So we walk back to his apartment, and it's like me and like 4 other of my girlfriends. And I remember he like wasn't answering my Snapchat, so I was like, I feel like we're like about to walk in on something. Like, I just have like a gut feeling something's not right. When we get back to his apartment, we open like his like main door to his apartment, and these girls just like start like giggling. They're like, and they're like, oh gosh. And I like turn my head, and in my head I'm like, oh gosh, what? Then like me and my 4 girlfriends like go over to his like his room door, and it's locked. So then my friend Tatum's whispering, and she's like, Megan, like, I'm gonna knock, pretend you're not here, like, don't say anything. So she knocks, and she's like, blah blah blah, like his name. She was like, I'm just here to get my alcohol, like, I'm going back to Megan's dorm. And he's like, 1 second. Now it's been like 2 minutes, and he still has not opened the door. And she's like, open up, like banging on it and yelling at him. And he's like, hold on, and like opens it. And this is where I like blacked out, like barely remember what went down. We walk in, and Tatum opens the closet to get her alcohol off the top shelf. And what do we see? A little rat hiding in the closet. And my first instinct, I don't know, I've never walked in on something like that. My first instinct was to literally take a video. So I pulled my phone out of my back pocket, I opened Snapchat, and I took a video. I took a video of her hiding in the closet, and then I took a video of him like laying on his bed. And then I like ran out. And I ran into his roommate's room, and I was just like crying because I was like, what the heck did I just walk into? And I literally hear my best friend in the other room like screaming at him. And then in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, what about the chain? I just got him today. I was like, Tatum, please go get it from me. I'm like returning it. So she literally goes back in his room and is like, give me the chain. And he's like, what chain? And this like high school girl is still just like sitting in his room, and he's like, what chain? Like pretending I didn't get him a chain that morning. And she was like, the one on your neck. And he's like so freaked out and scared, he's shaking. He can't get it off. So he goes, Tatum, can you help me get it off? So then I run to my other guy friend's apartment where like everybody would hang out at. And I did not go back to my dorm because I had my best friend there. My brother was in town. My brother's friend was in town. And then my roommate, obviously, in a little dorm. So I was like, I'm just going to sleep on my friend's couch and like go back to my dorm in the morning. And then I woke up on their couch the next morning to someone standing over me while I'm sleeping going, Megan, Megan. And I wake up and it's him, and I was like, what are you doing in here? And I was like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. And he was like, this is what he says. Can I get you Andy's and we can talk it out? Sir, it is 9 in the morning. We're going to go to Andy's and you're going to talk about how I just walked in on you with another girl? No. So yeah, that is like the story of the time I walked in on him with another girl and took a video of it. And oh my gosh, he got like messed up on campus by all my friends. My friends would roll the windows down and like scream at him. And he'd be like talking to like other girls on campus or as like friends. And they'd be like, screw you, like screaming at him through the window. Or like my whole sorority like posted on Yik Yak or something. I can't really remember. I have a bunch of screenshots, but yeah. So that's literally the time I took a video of it. Obviously, it doesn't faze me anymore because I'm in a new relationship at this point. It's hilarious, like so funny, and I had to share it because I want y'all to hear. Should I post the video? Bye.
Get ready with me as I tell you how my friends and I changed our lives pretty much overnight. So this all started about a year ago when my friends and I had been in our new city for about 9 or 10 months, and everything had kind of started to change. Some of my friends were getting boyfriends, some of my friends were getting new jobs, some of my friends were about to be traveling for 2-3 months, and my friend Megan kept using the phrase, new characters unlocked, new plot lines unlocked, and we started kind of acting like we were in a TV show because it felt like we were in a season finale. Everything was changing. So we just kept making jokes about how we were in the second season of our TV show in our new city. And after the summer was over, we felt like we were moving into season 3, and that's when things really took off. I was explaining season 3 to my best friend Libby, and she asked me to make her a Pinterest board to really kind of explain what a season 3 girl would be like. So we decided our inspiration was going to be Serena Vanderwoodson and Carrie Bradshaw, and we were just going to have the most fun, iconic season 3 ever. We were going to do things we would never normally do, and we created this Pinterest board where we just pretty much manifested all of these things to come into our lives. We just kept asking ourselves, what would a season 3 girl do? And we had this newfound confidence because we were just acting like we were in a TV show. And so if something went poorly, it was for the plot. And if something went well, it was all because of this new, like, fake confidence that we had. From that confidence, we got upgraded to first class on various flights. We got invited into Nobu. We got invited to hotel openings. Just crazy things that had never happened to us before. It was just kind of this aura of fake it till you make it, but it was working. We always had a new story. There was always something crazy happening. One time I was at a rooftop bar, and this bartender I asked for a lime wedge on my Cosmo, and he brought it to me on his knees. I was like, this is the epitome of season 3 right here. This would have never happened to me beforehand. We built confidence by disguising it as this little game of like what a season 3 girl would do, but it worked, and our lives got so much more interesting. Opportunities came our way, people came our way, and life was just so fun and exciting and iconic, honestly. So this is your sign to act like your life is a movie or a TV show, literally. Life will get so much more fun and interesting, and I'm going to tell you about season 4 in my next video.